Renting out your property may seem fairly straightforward. You decide to rent it out, you find a tenant, and you start making money. But there are a lot of legal requirements that you need to consider for the ongoing management of your rental. And there's a lot of administration to do in order to protect it properly. Finding an experienced property manager with a solid knowledge of managing investment properties is one of the keys to having a successful rental. That said, there are still a lot of things that you will want to know yourself. Hi, Rachel here from the Property Mentors. We work with a lot of first-time investors and they often come to us with a heap of questions about becoming a landlord. In this 3-part video series, we are going to look at some of the most frequent asked questions we receive about renting out your property. Today we're going to cover inspections, condition reports, and your bond. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Property Mentors so you don't miss out on our future property management FAQ videos. So let's get started. Condition reports are undertaken before the new renter is given their keys. We usually do it a few days before the start of their lease in case we need to organise any final cleaning before they move in. This inspection involves thoroughly checking every inch of your property. We also take a lot of photos, like hundreds. We carefully check and record everything about the property in the condition report. It can take hours to complete properly. Condition reports help us to protect your property and ensure that everyone has a record of the condition it was in at the beginning of each new renter. When they move in, the renter will also have the chance to review the condition report and make sure the property matches what is in it. Once they do that and return the report to us, we keep a copy and send one to you. After your renter has moved in, we'll perform routine inspections twice a year, usually around month 3, and then every 6 months after that. The owner is also welcome to join us for the inspection if they want. Routine inspections allow us to check up on the property and will usually only take about 15 minutes, assuming there are no problems. They are also a chance for us to check in with the renter and make sure everything is working and they're happy. The final type of inspection we carry out during a tenancy is the exit one. If your renter decides to leave the property, we will do one final inspection after they hand back their keys. We use this opportunity to compare the property with the original condition report and can raise any issues we find with the renter for them to either fix or allow us to do so using their bond. We will also make notes about general wear and tear on the property so that we have a record of it, but it is usually not something we can withhold bond for. How you pay for an inspection depends on the type of inspection that it is. As your routine inspections are ongoing, they are covered by your ongoing management fees. Entry inspections, when we do the condition report, and exit inspections are only required when a renter moves in or out of the property. We include these costs in your letting fee, which is a once-off charge at the beginning of any new lease. This fee also goes towards open for inspections and creating the lease agreement for your new renters. In Victoria, your bond is lodged with the Residential Tenancies Bond Authority, RTBA, who will hold it as long as your renter lives there. When a new renter is approved, we will ask them to pay their first month's rent along with their bond, and then we lodge the bond through the RTBA. When it comes to refunding the bond, if you want to claim any repairs from it, we can't just take the money, everyone has to agree. If the renter and the rental provider can't agree, we may end up going to VCAT, and they will make the appropriate decision. Your property manager will generally have a pretty good idea about what you can and can't claim on your bond. So their advice can be priceless when it comes time for a bond refund. These are just some of the questions we get asked, and as you can see, there is a lot to consider when it comes to renting out your investment property. Having a good property manager can take a lot of the headache out of managing your property yourself, as well as making sure you stay on the right side of all your legal responsibilities. If you are a first-time investor or even an experienced investor looking for a more experienced property manager, check out the links below to get in contact with the Property Mentors. We'll make sure your hard-earned investment is well looked after. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more from us here at the Property Mentors. And check out our weekly podcast, Investor Intelligence, available on all major streaming platforms.